there, guys. How's it going? It's Sly talking to you about another thing, and once again, I'm moving around. I'm just trying to figure out what's the best. I don't know if I like that white wall, this white wall, or the other white wall. No, I'm not sure. I don't know which one I'm gonna film it to next. Yes, indeed. This is gonna be a little more of a serious note. Like I did with the previous note with call out culture and how it needs to all stop. So today I'm going to talk about comic books. And comic books are one of my favorite pastimes. Anything nerdom was really my favorite pastime. I liked anything dealing with fantasy worlds because I didn't like being at home, so I like to escape. I read the Star Wars. Now it's considered the Legends universe, what originally used to be called the expanded universe. Now it's the Legends universe. Comic books for days, cartoons, video games, card games. You can think about it. I basically either owned it or I played with somebody else. Books were really an escape for me, and it was something great for me. And I always felt it so great about them because I love those types of heroes and those types of people that were in those stories, the heroes that you could aspire to be or want to be in a sense. And as of late, it's becoming more relevant to me that that's not the case anymore. It's not about being a hero, it's about relaying a message. And you know, a while ago I had made a video and I kind of was calling out the culture that is perpetuating this stereotype, and I'm gonna make another video basically saying I'm tired of it. I don't want to be a nerd anymore, to be honest. I love being a nerd, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to be, if that makes sense. People have ruined it because it was about an escapism. It was about getting away from the reality of your world. And nowadays, it's so politically charged that it's hard to really get away from any of it. I just want to sit down and read a comic book and not be told that my friend who is white is a bad guy because he's white. I don't want to be told that my friend who voted for the guy that nobody likes is a bad man because he voted for the guy that nobody likes. I'm sick of being told what to do, and I'm sick of stories marking check boxes rather than telling stories. Reason why Star Wars is failing, reason why Marvel Comics and DC Comics are failing is because they are hiring these writers that don't want to tell stories, they want to tell agenda stories. They want to tell their personal issues. And a lot of people want to make the argument of Stan Lee doing this with X-Men, which is BS. If you actually go read articles, he actually states that he never intentionally made the X-Men the way they did. They never really intended to do any kind of social justice with the X-Men. It was just kind of placed upon them with time, as with anything. If you take anything out of context, of course, with time, everybody else will grow to believe the lie. That's how it is. It just made me think and realize that I'm just not enjoying myself as a geek anymore. Does that mean that turns me away from comic books? No, it does not mean it turns me away from comic books. It makes me purposely find comic books that I actually enjoy. And there are comic books that I actually enjoy that are not made by the two big houses or made by IDW, which is also suffering right now, or Image, or other comic book companies, because they know what you came to come for. You didn't come to be lectured about the sentiments of what's happening in 2019. You came to be entertained and taken out of a situation that you're in. And I think a lot of people are missing that point. A lot of people don't understand why people cheer when these things fail. And it's not because they cheer because they want to be misogynist and they're homophobic and everything like that. They cheer because they go, look, this is not gonna work because you're purposely trying to shove down a message down our throats. I have a great friend who sat down and talked to me about this, and he's like, I have no problem with, you know, the alphabet group and everybody else. I have a problem when I'm told that I have a problem with them. If I disagree or I don't think 100% like them, and I feel the same way. I'm an African American and I'm a male, and I'm supposed to immediately agree with everything. I'm supposed to agree with people on certain debates with comic books, and it's like, if I don't like the story, I don't like the story, you know? I felt a lot of stories that are being adapted to the new MCU were awful stories. And it wasn't because I'm a man and I don't, and it's because they were bad stories. Plain and simple. They weren't greatly written stories. And we need to stop immediately jumping the gun when it comes to this kind of stuff. We need to actually take a step back, realize people have different opinions, and that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. As long as it doesn't ruin you later. Do I admit there are people out there that are racist and they're misogynistic and they're all the ist and the icks? Yeah, there are people like that, but that's the minority, not the majority. There are, what, over 1 billion people in this country? I promise you, you're not gonna get out of the 1 billion, you're gonna get 900 million people that are racist. You're not. You're really not. Yes, there are bad people out there, but it is up to the good people to snuff those people out. And I'm not talking about like kill them, okay? That's not what I meant to say. But like, do the right thing. Stand up for your fellow man. But we're not being told that. We're told that if they look, walk, talk differently, they're not a duck, they're a Nazi. And it's absurd. It's absurd. It's absolutely dumbfounding that we as a society have come to this point. You can't be rational about anything. And then most of the people that want to be rational about things are told that they're in the wrong. The people that actually see the gray. I'm actually one of those people that see the gray. I want to see both sides of the story, and I want to see both sides of the things, and they're told wrong. Comic books nowadays suck. And that's the truth of it. They suck. And it's not because female led. No, it's not because of that. It's because how these stories are written. A lot of people want to pretend like females have never been in the comic book industry until now, and that's not the case. That's never been the case. The same with video games. They want to pretend that, oh my gosh, females are now being in the video game industry. That's not the case. That's never been the case. But we have to make everything political, and I'm done with it. I'm done reading my favorite characters only to see some kind of check mark agenda box. I'm trying to play bingo to see what agenda of the day is going to be with this character. I'm done. I love being a nerd, but it's hard. People don't understand that what these comic books, what entertainment was originally supposed to do for you was to take you away from the mundane of everyday life. That's what video games, that's what comic books, that's what books, that's what anything is supposed to take you away from the mundane life of your everyday average life. I don't know, guys. It's rough. It's rough. It's been rough since 2014 for comic books and media. You know, if you're not with them, you're against them, and I'm sick of that narrative. I'm sick of my friends being called just because they're not sipping the same Kool-Aid. Not everybody's gonna go in your echo chamber. Not everybody's gonna go in the same box as you are. That's what I have to say today. No, this is not as positive and perky as I usually do with my videos, but I have to get this out there. It's been a lot more apparent lately, especially with the upcoming Star Wars movie that's coming out, and I just need to say something about it. And if I don't, I'm most likely gonna explode. So I hope everyone's having a great rest of your day. I hope they're gonna keep their head above water. I hope you're just doing good. Go talk to your friends, go talk to people that you love and care, and take care of yourself. That's what really is important. Alright, you have a great rest of your day. Oh, this is Sly.